I figured out how to build a study routine that gives you an unfair advantage. Let me guess. You're probably stuck in a loop of cramming, stressing out, and still feeling like nothing sticks. You've tried everything, even following a study schedule, but it never worked. And no matter how much effort you put in, you're always playing catch up, while everyone else seems to effortlessly ace their tests and still have time to enjoy life. Yeah, it makes you feel like an idiot. But the problem isn't you, it's the dumb and ineffective way you've been planning your study schedule. Or worse, it's because you don't even have one. In this video, I'm going to reveal 8 secret steps to build a study routine that helps you study less while still getting top grades. So let's get started. Step 1, start with a clear goal. Let's get one thing straight, genius. If you don't know why you're studying, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Are you aiming to ace that big final exam, boost your grades to get into your dream college, or secure that scholarship that could change everything? Whatever it is, you need to nail it down. Vague goals like study more or be better at school are just fancy ways of wasting your time. Instead, pick a target so clear that even a goldfish could understand it. Because having a clear goal isn't just about direction, it's about motivation, you idiot. When you're sitting there staring at your books and questioning your life choices, a strong, specific goal will slap you back into focus. So stop being an aimless idiot and figure out why you're doing this. Step 2, block out your commitments. Now let's start building your study schedule. First, open Google Calendar, Notion, or grab that overpriced planner you've been ignoring and block out all your fixed weekly commitments. This means classes, meal times, showers, sleep, walking your dog, basically anything you can't skip. If you're dumb enough to skip this step, congrats! You'll end up double booking your study time with your psychologist appointment or starving yourself because you forgot to eat. Step 3, schedule time for leisure. Listen up, genius. Leisure time is important, but only if you're smart about it. First, pick one day of the weekend for total rest. Seriously, no studying, no planning, just full-on relaxation. This is your time to recharge so your brain is ready to crush the next week. Now, with your rest day locked in, start marking your calendar with any social plans that fall outside of your rest day, like dinner with friends or that awkward family gathering you can't skip. Then block out your personal downtime at the end of each day. Why? Because it's your reward for sticking to your study sessions. Remember the golden rule, study first, chill later, genius. Step 4, set up your study blocks. All right, airhead, now that you know how much free time you actually have to study, it's time to set up your study blocks. Here's the first rule. Stop cramming 8 subjects into one day, you idiot. Pick 2 subjects per day, that's all. And no, that doesn't mean 2 subjects back to back at midnight. Use the times when you're actually awake and functional, your energy peaks, to tackle the hardest stuff. Got a tough one like calculus or organic chemistry, schedule it first when you're feeling sharp, and follow it up with something chill, like philosophy or a subject that doesn't require you to do mental gymnastics. And here's the kicker. Not all subjects deserve the same time, and your study schedule should reflect that. Are you terrible at chemistry but decent at English? Great. Spend more time wrestling with chemical equations and less time reviewing Shakespeare. And please, for the love of sanity, don't waste hours reading entire chapters. You idiot! Go straight to the summaries and tackle the questions at the end of the chapter or work on past papers. That's where the real gold is, the 20% of the material that gives you 80% of the results. Now, don't forget to carve out some time to review what you've studied during the week. Dedicate a block on Saturday or Sunday to go over the key concepts, notes, or mistakes you made. This isn't optional, genius. It's the glue that helps everything stick and ensures you're not just cramming and forgetting. Step 5, plan your break times. Yeah, your brain is not a machine, you idiot. It needs breaks. Try studying for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute breather. And after 2 rounds, give yourself a proper 10-minute break. Use them to stretch, play with your pet, hydrate, or even stare dramatically out the window. Now, if you're in the zone and feeling super focused when the 25 minutes are up, no problem. Keep going, but set a hard limit, no more than an hour. And don't skip breaks entirely or you're practically begging to fry your brain and forget everything you just learned. Step 6, schedule time for assignments and projects. Let's face it, you're not going to remember every assignment, homework, or project just floating around in your head. Write them all down, every single one, with their deadlines. Yes, even that group project you've been avoiding because your team sucks. Once you've got the full list, break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. Instead of write a 10-page essay, plan steps like research sources, outline the essay, and write the introduction. This makes the workload less terrifying and gives you a clear idea of what needs to be done. Now, take those smaller tasks and spread them across the days you have left before the deadline. Tackle a little bit each day instead of cramming everything into a last-minute all-nighter like an idiot. Step 7. Prepare for the unexpected. Let's be real, life loves throwing curveballs. Your schedule might look perfect on paper, but it's only as good as your ability to handle the chaos that will inevitably happen. That's why you need a safety net. Set aside some extra time on a specific day, like Saturday, to catch up on anything you couldn't finish during the week, whether it's a surprise group meeting, an assignment that took twice as long as you expected, or your brain just refusing to cooperate. This reserved time will save you from a last-minute meltdown, you idiot. Think of it as your oops buffer for when things don't go as planned. Here's the kicker. Even with your safety net in place, you're probably still underestimating how long your tasks actually take. That's where most people screw up. Track your time for a few days and you'll realize it's always longer than you expected. Once you've got a grip on reality, add a 15-20% buffer to every task. Why? Because life doesn't run on your schedule. This buffer isn't optional. It's your secret weapon to avoid scrambling like an idiot when things inevitably go off the rails. Step 8. Adjust your schedule weekly. Here's the truth. No 2 weeks are the same. Some weeks, you'll have extra classes, surprise meetings, or random events popping up that throw your old schedule out the window. That's why your study plan isn't set in stone. It needs regular updates, you idiot. Take some time every Sunday or Saturday to sit down and reassess. Take a moment to review what worked last week and what didn't. Maybe studying math right after lunch was a disaster because it put you in a food coma. That's your cue to make adjustments and build a schedule that actually fits your commitments and energy levels for the week ahead. And don't be shy about tweaking the things you didn't like in your previous plan. Did a certain study block feel like a waste of time? Were your breaks way too short to recharge? Change it up. Your schedule is there to help you, not trap you in misery, you idiot. If you liked the video, share it with that friend who's struggling to get their study routine together, just like you. And drop a comment if you've got any secret trick for making your study schedule actually work. I doubt you do, but hey, who knows? And I hope to see you in the next video. If you don't show up, well, you're even dumber than I thought.